I know what my audience like. I did some independent films with Master P. A lot of those movies did really well.
I'm ambitious. I'm a hustler. I have my own lane.
That's the thing about comedy. You wake up every day, you don't know if you're funny that day.
Yo. 1, 2. All right, let's try it. Welcome to the program, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Let's Go Live with Lamont King. I'm Lamont King. We're now live. So let's go. Let's go. All right. Let me get through this first. Y'all chill out. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, TBD, East Coast time. That's the time. TBD. TBA, TBD. Shout out to everybody watching on the West Coast right now. Prime time for you now and worldwide. Trending topics, hilarious commentary, celebrity guests, and special, whatever that is. Interesting people. Good to see y'all. Newcomers, first timers. This ain't usual, but come on in, sit down, don't touch nothing. Everybody in the Peanut Gallery, what up? Good to see you. My regulars. Good nigga section. Now, seeing y'all being all dramatic, that was a gaffe. That was a technical issue on the previous. I went into the wrong part of the software, and it brought up an old broadcast. I had this one set at like 4:00, so this one was ready. But now anybody here, so I'm gonna take a little bit of time and wait till people start filing in. All right, so listen. We trying something. Work with us here, man. We growing. You know what I mean? We're trying something a little different. I know for a better part of a year, we've been at the same time. I know growing pains are tough and adjustment it can be a challenge. But rock with me. I've held off for as long as I could because I have a day job. And now that the world's back open, I started this show during the quarantine. So shit was a little different. I had little freedoms. I didn't necessarily have to be on premises, on site. So I could kind of move around and be, in the Tiny Closet Command Center at set times. Now that the world back open, and the particular customer base at my job, the clientele, the constituency, if you will, they're of a certain ilk. And they want things the way they want, when they want it. You know what type of people I'm talking about. So anyway, our hours have changed. So my hours have changed. So Mondays and Wednesdays when I do the show, it's a little tricky. So we're going to experiment with a later time. I don't know if that's going to change the complexity of the show. I don't know if some of y'all was like on the East Coast was like, yo, bet I'm free. This is a great time. And then now the new time is like, can't make it. And then people on the West Coast was like, well, shit, That was cool. Almost about to get off work. Now it's like I'm in rush hour. I can't make it. We're going to figure it out. We are going to figure it out. Hours may vary. Subject to some restrictions apply. To be announced, to be determined. So we're going to do 8 o'clock Mondays and Wednesdays. Everybody hear that? Y'all listening? Quiet down. In the back, we're going to do 8 o'clock Mondays and Wednesdays. We're going to see until I can kind of throw my weight around, if you will, at work and be like, nah, this is not conducive to my second job. We're going to see. Let me see if y'all tone changes. Let me see. What now? I don't even know what. Oh, see, the West Coast, I'm messing up their schedule already. It's things that they do typically at 5 o'clock. See, that's what I'm competing with. I don't even know who that is, but I'm competing. Hey, West Coast contributor, see if whoever that is looking to book me as a guest on her show. And we can cross promote. I was reading some shit earlier today. It was like the best way to grow your viewer base is to cross promote. See if you can set that up. You set that up and we talking something. You know what I mean? Okay, this is a great time for East. Is it? Okay, let me put the number up. Oh, let me go through. Make sure you check out our sponsor, drunkenfruit.com. Let me put the number up because I need to hear immediate feedback. I got a couple stories we're going to go through, but right now we're just working the kinks out, trying to see what this feel like. You know what I mean? It's evening time. Like, what are y'all doing at 8 typically? Because, for me, that's like free time. You know what I'm saying? Because I did work and then did the show. And in the evening, post-production, little show prep. Or if the sun is still out because it's summertime, I might go, hit a few balls in the park. Or just anything. But now it's like I'm locked into this. This is evening time. So if this is good for y'all, me entertaining y'all at the dinner table. Do people eat at the dinner table anymore? Is that a thing? I don't know. Talk to me. 765 let's go one. And in the Midwest, you really, this is, sweet spot for you as well. As most of y'all in the Midwest, an hour behind, maybe. Okay. All right. Maybe this would be super producer extraordinaire says this is a great time. Okay. All right. Well, hey, you never know. This could turn into something. This could turn into, so we can call the job. If I was on, I also had a thought today too. I was like, man, if I was on Sirius Satellite, that'd be a beautiful thing because they got the you can jump on late and scroll back and catch the live shows like shortly after they're done. But not on Sirius XM. Y'all should call and be like, how come Lamont don't have a show? All right, a little more feedback. When you bring an attorney lady back. Well, attorney lady, she has a name. Ike Speaks. And the door is open whenever we, schedule. Let's see. Got a couple guests this week too lining up. 8 p.m. might be a winner. Okay. Relaxing at 8 when I was West Coast and I would run YouTube audio in the car. Listen while I was driving home. But you're not on the West Coast, so what are you doing now? Is this good? Okay. All right. We just gotta, we gotta build a new base. Because we was doing some numbers. Friday, we definitely do numbers. But we had some consistent scenarios Mondays and Wednesdays typically. Now we got to get a new customer base. So we got to work. We got to work to find a way to draw people in here at 8 o'clock on the East time. What's on TV right now? Jeopardy just went off. What's 8 o'clock? Are you watching your 8 o'clock TV shows? Is that a thing? Or you're just on demand and everything? Okay. All right. Well, let's get to it, man. I was thinking about some things, man. A couple things that caught me, today. The headline is Olympics, with a caption for today's video. Olympics NBA Finals. And Black people are never alone. I should have called it Karen's Gonna Karen, but that was too obvious. But I don't know. You've been watching the NBA playoffs. Super interesting. A lot of hot takes, man. You can go either way. I got to tell you this. I am rooting for the Phoenix Suns for a number of reasons. They just play good basketball. I'm a fan of the positive individual that DeAndre Ayton is. I'm a fan of the hardcore, super high basketball IQ individual that Devin Booker is. And I'm a fan of the point guard play of Chris Paul. Not really sure if I can say that, I'm a fan of his because, man, he's done some questionable things over the course of his career. But as a team leader and as a playmaker, one of the greats at his position, and it's fun to watch him play, regardless of the antics and the attitude and the emotionalness that comes out a lot of times. So you got a big three who they're not marketing as a big three: Ayton, Booker, and Paul. I'm rooting for them. I don't care that all of your favorites are not in the finals or not around in the playoffs, and everybody that was put on the pedestal to be there. I don't care that the Clippers aren't there. I don't care that LeBron is not there. Don't necessarily care. I enjoy watching. I'm one of these guys that I enjoy watching good basketball. And when Phoenix plays, they play good basketball, right? So, that being said, I also like the story that is Giannis, and he up to the Kinkos. And he went up to the Kinkos. I don't know if y'all knew that, but that's where she went. I'm a fan of Giannis, a fan of his story. I think it's magical. Even more magical in how he got his two brothers into the league. Like I was like, but wait a minute, how you get your older brother on your team? That means your older brother is better than everybody that came out of college the year before he was drafted. That means your older brother is better than everybody that's played overseas last year. And that means your older brother is better than everybody in the G League right now. For him to be able to get signed to the team that you're on. No. Your older brother is not that good. So anyway, Giannis, Annie up to the Kinkos. I like the story. As a player, I enjoy watching him play a little bit. He's so unguardable. It makes me nervous because when I see him doing plays where he misses a shot, I'm like, how? How? It's no way 7 foot something with a 7 foot something wingspan. I can dribble, I can shoot, I can move, I got rhythm. I'm very coordinated. Footwork. There's not. He's what they want Embiid to be. So I see on every play, it's no reason why he doesn't score. That's a sidebar. Milwaukee as a team, they're trying their best with the marketing, trying to market them as. There's no way in the world this shouldn't have went for. The game yesterday, the reason why I wanted to talk about this, because I wanted to see what y'all think. The game yesterday, I just came back to the NBA because I was so over the obvious money stretch and the obvious, with the officiating. Like yesterday, it was just terrible. I remember, I always go back to this story. NBA Hall of Famer or world champion. I don't know if he'll make it into the Hall of Fame, but close personal friend of the program. John Sally told me one time, and it ain't snitching because he'll say it in public. He was like, man, do officials control outcomes of games? They absolutely do. Now, the bigger question, the bigger mystery is who's in on it. Is the league in on it? Is coaches, owners, all that? You never really know. Nobody's going to really ever tell the truth. But me watching as a fan, and I just burned y'all for 40 the last game. And then this game, I come out and I get 3 fouls in the first half, and then I got to sit or something weird like that. Like you can't tell me that there's a design to that or an architected piece to that to slow me down. You can't tell me that. Suns easily, the Bucks are outmatched. I don't care what y'all say. They're playing well. They're outmatched. The Suns in 4. Bink, 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 bink. Suns in 4. That's what it should have been. But I'm just having a hard time reconciling. I know they need the money, need the TV rights, need the games to go. But I'm rooting for Phoenix Suns for that reason. And yesterday, like the third quarter, and I seen the fix was on. I was like, yeah, and for that reason, I'm out. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Now the Olympics. On to the Olympics. It might be different type of opinion, but the Olympics. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Let's see. Let's go to the phones. Let's see the phone. I got a new phone system too. Let's see if that works. Like it's they had an upgrade to the software that I use, right? So I used to have to dial into the phone and plug the phone in to the soundboard. At this point, I don't have to. It automatically comes through the browser. They update it because I pay them every month. All right, let's go to the phone. Let's go to our West Coast contributor. Haynes, what's good with you?
What's up, Mr. King?
What up with you? So before you say anything, at 5 o'clock, what are you normally doing with your day?
It just kind of depends. Lately I've been procrastinating on getting out in the backyard. I got a project going on, and it's starting to get hot out there. There's still plenty of daylight, but man, I don't be wanting to do it. I did a little bit this weekend. So I do that, man. I catch it. It's kind of politics. I'll catch up on YouTube, sit down and chop it up with the wife, and just kind of wind down. But it just kind of depends on what mood I'm in, man.
Yeah, I got
really need to get done.
Y'all looking at like 105 out there, right?
Man, I'm hiding in the house, but when I got in the truck to head home, it said 116.
Oh, geez.
And when y'all, I took a picture and was gonna test it on Friday when y'all was on. It was 120.
Oh man!
In my truck, the little on the on the rearview mirror, it was 120.
Jeez. So, now, how long? How many years have you been out there?
I've been out here since I moved out here in 2004, but I did like 7-8 years on the road.
Have you?
And then I came back.
I was gonna say, have you ever experienced any that weather like that? Have you ever experienced Vegas like that before? Because I ain't never heard of no shit like that.
Oh yeah, I work outside.
No, I mean, but 120 before? It's been that before?
It never has. I'm pretty sure it never has really bothered me, honest to tell you the truth, because I'm always out in it, and so I don't really think about it. It's hot is hot, 120, and if you get acclimated, if you don't stay around the air conditioner, it ain't really that hot when you go outside. I mean, it's not as when you're out in it all day.
Yeah, okay, I get that.
Get used to it.
I get that.
That's the only thing I keep explaining.
Yeah.
But I come home, and then I went out into the backyard thinking about it about an hour ago. I'm like, man, why is my backyard so hot? Hotter than the world, So
yeah.
Yeah. So it's not bad, man. And I kind of acclimate myself. I try to stay away from the air conditioner, and just I take the stairs. I kind of punish myself.
Oh, okay. You just into that. You just into take the beat down, get used to it. All right, what you got for us?
So you said Phoenix was getting some love from the league.
No.
So that means
no. I was saying Milwaukee last night. Right. Yeah, got all the love.
Okay, well then you gotta say okay. Then Phoenix got some love from during the Clippers series, during the Lakers series. I was telling somebody that I said, man, you look at the Clippers and you look at Phoenix. Once Kawhi got hurt, the Clippers were less marketable. They don't have anybody likable that the rest of the nation can get behind. Paul Pierce is, you know what I'm saying?
Paul George,
you got
right.
Chris Paul. You got right. On the Clippers, you got Paul George. He's not likable because everybody shit on him. He call himself Playoff P.
Yeah.
You got Pat Beverly.
No one likes.
Everybody think he's dirty.
No one likes.
And then who else?
Yeah.
Who else you got that you can really market? But then on the other side, on Phoenix, you got Chris Paul doing all the State Farm commercials. And I'm not a conspiracy guy.
Yeah,
but I was telling people, man, count the State Farm commercials. Because it looked stupid a couple years ago when Houston got ran up out the Western Conference Finals. How many?
And they were still running the commercials. Yeah, it looked dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that's how I looked at it. I try not to be a conspiracy guy, man, but they was kind of, PJ Tucker barely touched somebody, they call him fouls. I couldn't believe, and I wanted to preface the fact that I don't watch ESPN. I ain't watched ESPN since like 2014.
Oh shit!
That's how I think I told you before. That's how I caught Urban View, and because I got off the sports. I used to listen to sports all day long. They talk about the same thing all day long.
Yeah, right.
I didn't like what they did to Ray Rice, and so I turned on Urban View, and it kind of changed the game.
Okay.
So I'm watching the game, and I couldn't believe how Phoenix didn't commit no fouls.
Oh yeah, that was that game 1 or 2?
Game 1.
Yeah. Where it was no fouls until halfway through the second quarter. Yeah.
They went like 19. Phoenix went 19 for 19 from the line. Because me and Pops is texting back and forth, talking trash on the game, and I'm just kicking him stats like, man, these dudes, Milwaukee is cuddly soft. I seen Chris Middleton yesterday slow down on the fast break. He don't want to take it to the hole and get fouled. Drew Holiday, the same thing. I don't know if it's a mental thing. I don't know if they playing around, but they just kind of soft. And right before Pops got on the plane, so I'm talking to myself the whole game. Right before Milwaukee took off, I was kind of saving up text that I was going to text him. That man, Milwaukee hasn't had a dominant period in the series. Right. Any type of little run where they jump ahead until this game, and then they was up 15 at the half, getting ready to lose it. I think they had Phoenix down 6. So they giving up the lead after the half. Right. And then here they come. They slowly built that 20-point lead and held on to it.
Well, yesterday's. Go ahead.
No. I'm listening.
Oh, no. So yesterday specifically, though, Devin Booker wasn't on, right? So that's a lot of points. That's a difference maker. Cameron Payne was blowing layups. And Giannis, and Ayton was in foul trouble. So when I seen that, like halfway to the end of the second quarter, I was like, oh, that's it. That's the game. That's the play right there. But Giannis is so scary because he be trying to shake and bake. And I'm like, with your size and ability, you don't have to do none of that. Every time, if you get close to the rim, it's a foul. It is a foul. And that's the scary part because you can literally foul out the entire Phoenix Suns if he just takes the ball and goes to the hoop every time. Every time. I'd be so glad when he pulls up and fades away because I'm like, oh, yes, good. Bonehead play. Dumbass decision. And then he'll miss. And I'm like, good, let's go the other way. But yesterday, man, he was at the line endless.
Right. And doing okay.
Yeah. And making.
He did okay.
Yeah, and making.
Yeah, he did okay. Because he's at home.
Yeah.
He didn't have him in they wasn't in his head.
Yeah.
See, when Ayton jumped out to that 16-point like first quarter or first half or whatever, I said, man, he going for 40. He was just taking elbow jumpers.
Yeah.
And Ayton is kind of is a sleeper to me in this series. If he wakes up offensively, then and he's West Coast 619. You know that.
No, I know that. I just knew he was a nice guy. He was he's Nigerian and born in the Bahamas. I was like, oh, Tim Duncan. He's a nice guy. He don't have that dog in him yet.
Yeah. No, not at all.
Yeah.
You know where the basket is.
Yeah.
You can tell by his game. He know where the basket is.
Yeah.
And he's a role player. He'll play that role. So yeah, I thought I kind of missed him going to foul trouble because he kind of they went away from him in the offense, and then he just started picking up fouls. I kind of missed that.
Yeah. Out of nowhere, and that's the point I was trying to make. Now let me let's jump ahead to the Olympics because it was just announced yesterday also that because of a COVID spike in the area, no fans. And my question is to you, is it still watchable? Like we saw that with the NBA bubble and a couple football games, and we had to get adjusted to it. But I don't know. Are the Olympics the same? Does that give you the same feeling to want to watch that in an empty
Absolutely.
stadium? It does.
Absolutely. Yeah. Because there's only certain sports where the fans are isolated. A lot of times, all events are going on at the same time.
That's true.
You got the
track and field, right?
Track and field. Even the gymnasts, they doing some of the events all at the same time.
Yeah.
So you don't get until maybe you get to the gold medal games, and then you get a focus.
Yeah. But even for the athlete performer, right? The 100, we all waiting for the 100. Last event of the last night, we're waiting for the 100, and that stadium is electric. And a lot of times, they'll tell you it was the crowd that gave me that turbo boost. When you're just running against the clock and yourself, I don't know if we're gonna get records shattered in empty stadiums. Something to think about. Yeah.
I don't. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about all. Man, that's when they got to pull it out. That's when maybe you have somebody come out of nowhere.
Yeah, true that.
That's when Slovenia will come up and take the gold from
Slovenia.
Because they got it.
Yeah, they got somebody.
They running by themselves usually.
Yeah, barefoot.
And here they come out of nowhere.
Yeah, exactly. All right, there it is. I appreciate you checking in. Hey, whoever that is that you normally watch at this time, hey man, get on their radar and see if we can, do like a co-booking. You know what I'm saying? And we'll yeah.
I was joking with you, man. That's a little conservative network. I didn't want to bring back the Hodge twins, Joe.
I'm still with it though. That make it happen. We got to get somewhere where I can
watch that.
Yeah, I got to get on there so I can argue. We need that. You know what I'm saying? Ratings. Needs that.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll see what I can do.
All right. I'll holler. All right, there it is, our West Coast contributor. Haynes, ladies and gentlemen. 765, let's go one. We had a new time tonight. Monday and Wednesdays, 8 o'clock Eastern. 8 o'clock Eastern. Oh, drop the link. Hold on. Let's see, my bad. I just seen it. We're gonna work the kinks out. We're gonna make it do what we do. We see the numbers is slight. We know some people is befuddled, confusement, but it's all good. All right, a couple more stories. Let's get into I don't want to be too serious, but let me get y'all this. Get y'all this one. Just to get on your radar so you know and you say I'm informed. Now I know. Drake Bell, man, from an old Nickelodeon show. You heard this one? Since y'all wanted to make Bill Cosby the face of rape, Drake Bell receives probation on child endangerment charge. All right, let's look at him. Former star of the popular Nickelodeon show Drake and Josh, who your kids probably grew up on. He was sentenced in Cleveland. So I read the story. So the man 35, and he used to perform and do concerts or whatever, one of them little musical shows. And met a joint when she was 12. She's 19 now, so 7 years ago. So 35 minus, so he was 27, 28. She was 12. He befriended her after she went to one of his concerts, and then groomed her for 3 years. Let's keep the face up there, because that's the face. And then at 15, they had some contact. It's funny because if you Google it, do your Googles. Everywhere you see the story, it's worded so non-threatening and non-hostile. I had to dig and research to understand. I had to read like 5 stories on what he did because everybody wants to write it so soft. Child endangerment. He got 2 years probation, 200 hours of community service for being 28, having sexual contact with a 15-year-old who he groomed since she was 12. So I just want to throw that out there. We ain't gonna land on this too long, but I just want here's the face. That's the face. 2 years probation. All right, just wanted to do that. I don't even need to hear no feedback on none of that. I want you to know there's things that you should know. I think that you should know that. That's the face. Yeah, I want to make Bill Cosby the face of rape. All right, moving on. So speaking of Karens, let's go with it. This is kind of long. I don't know. This might blow your high for the evening. I ain't gonna get there yet. Let me do something different. Oh. How about this one? This is interesting. This is good for a Monday. I think this is good speed for a Monday. 8 o'clock. give you something to chew on if you're eating dinner right now. Shout out to everybody that took the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. Shout out to you. It seems as though this just in today, federal health officials are investigating the possibility that the Johnson & Johnson vaccine might slightly raise the risk of a rare neurological complication known as Guillain-Barré syndrome, a CDC spokesperson has now said. If I click that link on that Twitter page, it's gonna go to a whole nother window, so I ain't even gonna open it. We just gonna talk. Let's just talk about it, because that's the story. That's the story. I got a question. Raise your hand if you took the Johnson & Johnson. And I'm not even being funny. I'm not being funny. We don't discuss medical histories here on the show, but I'm not being funny, because there are some professional organizations and businesses, including the agency I work for, who during the time when there was the big rollout in the very beginning, once the 3 top companies got approved, which was Pfizer, Moderna, Johnson & Johnson, once they open it up and it's like, your age group is open, come get it. And on this day at this time, but you don't get to pick. Remember that in the spring, like April, May, remember that? And it'd be those places where you show up and maybe like a Walgreens in your town or whatever, regional, I guess it was regional. And they'd be like, yeah, we got the Johnson & Johnson, and people was taking it. My agency that I work for at work specifically, that was the one that they offered. Now, let me read this headline again. CNN, federal health officials are investigating the possibility that Johnson & Johnson's vaccine might slightly raise the risk of a rare neurological complication. Now, I read it for you so you don't have to read it. It was like 100 out of every 12 million is some weird number, some small minuscule number. But shouldn't I have known that though? This is my question. Shouldn't I have known that before? Shouldn't I have known that? Like, I don't know. Like, should I know? This article is not saying that the efficacy that was reported is in any way changed. They're just saying that you might be, your chances might slightly raise the risk of the rare complication known as Guillain-Barré. My thing is, all right, I get it. Vaccine good, evil bad. Vaccine good. But shouldn't you have told me this before I took the joint? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe before? How would you feel? I'm asking you. 765 Let's Go 1. 765-538-7461. How would you feel if you got some information about what the shit could do to you after you took it? I'm just curious. I'll wait. Yeah. This is just curious. Just think of these things that y'all should know on a Monday. These things that y'all should know on a Monday. Okay, we got our international contributor. You got to get some light on you got to face the light. You got to get some light on your face. I know it's evening time. I got to get used to it. It's 8 o'clock now. So what time is it there? Maybe. Okay, that's good. That should be good. There you go. All right. Clear the headroom. You got too much room above your head. Bring it down a little bit. There we go. All right, now we're bringing our international correspondent, A Cutie Pie. Welcome to the program.
Hey, everybody. Hello. I just wanted to chime in on the
and where are you currently? You're in the Caribbean?
Oh, I'm still in St. Thomas.
Okay, good. Thanks.
Yeah, I'll be home on Wednesday.
Okay, that's all I want to do. I don't need your itinerary.
No, I just want to chime in on the Johnson & Johnson vaccine because I'm thinking, I don't want to vaccine shame anybody because, I did what I had to do. Right. However, if you hear that there's 2 shots needed, I don't know that I would go for the one that says, oh, you only need 1. That's just me. Right. I heard several things that were bad about that one. So I don't know if I would have gone that route. That's just I'm just speaking on my thoughts.
Okay, but yes, and we've talked at length about the
Yes.
3 different, and like I said, like you said, and I'm not here to shame. What I'm
I'm
saying,
not vaccine shaming.
right? What I'm saying is the makers isn't that something I should have known? You should have been able to tell me that before I
Oh,
took it.
absolutely, that should have been known. But did you know that? I mean, after people started taking it, did we know about all of the effects that we heard about the Johnson and Johnson, or did we hear that after people started taking it? So, I mean, you got some people that rushed to take it. It was just like, I just want 1 needle. I don't want 2 needles.
Right.
And then, you heard about things afterwards. It was like, oh, don't take that. Don't take the Johnson and Johnson.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I just think that's a little tricky for that to be the news headline. Now, again, full disclosure, the number is something minimal, something just like 100 cases out of 12 million. Sure. Very small. But man, I wouldn't want to be 98, 99, and 100. I'll tell you that.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Eesh.
No, absolutely not.
Well, I appreciate it.
Can I talk about international travel real quick?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's get it.
So I was a bit concerned. And shout out to Jay Elite, because for weeks she's been saying, go ahead and travel. And I appreciate that. Can I just say that the airports are so safe? When I say clean, and they handing you wipes, they're handing you these little packets of wipes. In the airplane is immaculate. This is my first trip since 2019.
Okay.
And I can't say how just cautious everybody is. When you go into different places here, you still have to wear your mask or whatever. Once you sit down and start eating, you can take your mask off. But I want to say that it's extremely comforting to know that, because I was a bit on the scared side. Like, I was like, do I want to go? I mean, I love to travel, but it was like, and then I'm here with 3 other teachers. So this is everybody's first trip since 2019.
Right.
And all of us say the same thing about how we had such a great time. A great experience with the airline, because we flew United. I don't want to necessarily give a plug, because
they're not buying time.
Yeah. But we had great experience with the airline and at the resort that we're at. It's extremely, everybody's cautious. So I just wanted to shout that out.
How was the flight? Because my whole thing is, now I see so many, I feel like white people watching the news back in the day, like they think everybody black is getting arrested. I feel like I'm gonna get on the plane and some white lady is going to trip out. Like, did
you see that video that's going viral about that?
Yeah, when she got duct tape, they had the duct taper. Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's not fair.
I'm the type, I fear that too. So I'm the type of person, I be going into the plane and I be walking in, I'm like, okay, is there a Karen here? Is there a Karen here? Don't start no stuff. Don't start no stuff. But yeah, we were lucky. No, it's few and far between with that. And they do have protocols for that. So like that particular chick, she was off her meds apparently.
Yeah, well,
she was trying to open up the door in mid-flight.
Well, she was having an episode.
Yeah, she was having an episode. I ain't gonna lie, I do fear that. Like, that was one of we talked about in the airport in Washington, D.C. And when we were getting ready to go, we was like, Lord, please don't let any of these crazy people be on our flight.
I gotta go to sleep when I'm flying, but now if I got back on, I'd be like, no, I gotta stay awake because I got to watch you motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
Watch all of you.
Because it was 4 of us, we actually, I ain't gonna lie, we took turns. We was like, all right, you good? Yeah, you good? And everybody was like keeping watch. But yeah, it's crazy that you gotta be like that, huh?
How long was the flight?
It was 3 hours and like 15 minutes. Yeah, I know.
When am I coughing, sneezing, or none of that? You ain't seen none of that?
No, if anybody, I was the one coughing because something went down drinking my drink. No.
Oh, okay. The
Yeah.
drinking you drink. Okay. Well, all right. Yeah, all
No,
right.
no public sneezing. No, it was actually a very quiet flight. We all talked about how it was a smooth flight, quiet flight. No, zero. If I can knock on some wood right now, zero turbulence.
All right.
Zero.
Don't even say the T word around.
I don't want to take anybody down that road if they had.
Yeah.
Oh, let me tell you, I've
Yeah,
had some turbulence, and I
you
know some
ain't
people
gonna
that have
say
had some
Q. You
turbulence.
ain't got to say the T word on the show. All right. So when you get there, have you been watching the news? What are their numbers like in the
So
Caribbean?
here's the thing. Well, I don't know this particular resort. So I have only two channels here. We have the weather and we have Comedy Central. So we are looking, we wake up in the morning and look at our apps, our news apps. Here numbers are like shoo, low. Like they don't play that. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's been one thing. And then like I said, everywhere you go, everybody's masked up. Even at the pool bar, everybody's masked up. The pool restaurant, everybody's masked up. The only time you can take your mask off over there is when you're eating and drinking.
Okay.
But no, the numbers are very low here. Just like other islands that I've talked about going to, the numbers are really low.
Good. And apparently your G's are low as well. You got low G's. Yeah.
I have low G's.
Yeah, you got low G's.
You can't hear me?
No, we can hear you clearly, but I don't know who's on the screen right now. I can't even. No clue.
You can't see me?
You're very blurry. Your G's low.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy because I see you very clearly.
Well, that's good. That's good.
And I see myself. Okay. But yeah, no. If our G's are low, I believe that because we've had trouble communicating with each other. Like I said, it's 4 of us. So like when we're texting, sometimes the text doesn't come through till later. So it's like, wait a minute, you said that you were going to be downstairs at 10 and I didn't get it till 11. So yeah, I get that.
I know my next move. I'm doing the walkie-talkie thing.
Yeah, that's what we should have done.
Yeah,
we should have done that.
We got them at work, and I'm just taking the ones from work, and I'll bring them back. But we
should have.
Yeah, I'm doing that.
Yeah, we should have done that.
In this day and age, needs that. What's your 20? What's your 20? You know what I'm saying? We over here. You know what I'm saying? All right. Well, I appreciate it. Thanks for the check-in. The international travel update.
Yeah.
Be safe.
All right.
All right. There it is. Our international travel contributor, A Cutie Pie from the Peanut Gallery, the nigga section. Oh, Haynes said, do they have a mask for smoking the ganja? They need to, somebody needs to invent that. Hey, like a mask where you can keep it on and smoke? That would be cool. All right, let's take a quick commercial break. And I want to play this video that I saw on Twitter. I thought it was hilarious, but I don't like to make fun of people, but this was funny.
When you're black, you're never really lonely because there will always be a white person all up in your business. When you're black, you're never really lonely because there will always be a white person all up in your business. When you're black, you're never really lonely because there will always be a white person all up in your business. When you're black, you're never really lonely because there will always be a white person all up in your business. When you're black, you're never really lonely because there will always be a white person all up in your business. When you're black, you're never really lonely because there will always be a white person all up in your business. When you're black, you're never really lonely because there will always be a white person all up in your business. When you're black, you're never really lonely because there will always be a white person all up in your business. When you're black, you're never really lonely because there will always be a white person all up in your business. When you're black, you're never really lonely because there will always be a white person all up in your business.
Hey, look. So look, you that's on Twitter, right? It's a TikTok. I'm still not on TikTok, but I always love seeing people doing the replays on Twitter and giving me that type of content. And there's certain types of TikToks I like. I don't even know what they call. I don't know what the lingo is, but it's like a mashup where there's a one voiceover, but people put a whole bunch of other things to it, other videos to it. I like those, and that was highly entertaining. Because here's the thing. People, they swear if I was to tell you that that's how it be, people will swear, who have never experienced that, they will swear we be making that shit up. Like, we ain't making it up. Like, they don't have a whole movie called Cared for Nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not a whole meme for nothing. Like, some folks be really out here inserting their business just because I don't know what it is. They feel like they have to, they need to, deserve to. It's the wildest phenomena, and if you've never experienced it, you wouldn't even believe it. And that's video proof. And then what is that? That's just a handful. That's about a dozen. But yeah, that's funny. I enjoyed that. You'll never really be alone. That shit is funny to me. I don't care. I don't even know where the original audio comes from, but it's funny. All right. Similarly, let's move on to this. And I think it's a little bit longer. I have not watched the whole video, but apparently there was one that went viral today. Absolutely ridiculous. And let's just go to it. Let's go to it. See if we can navigate. Kind of get to the bottom, because we're all about resolutions here. We don't just talk about shit. Critical face theory. You know what I'm saying? What's wrong with your face? That's the question. We're trying to get to the bottom, the root of the issue. You know what I'm saying? Resolutions. We don't just make fun of just for the sake of. What's wrong with your face? You know what I'm saying? All right, this is from Ball Alert. I saw this earlier too. The white lady, y'all heard about it, where she attacked the lady and then played the victim. Like, what? How? How is this allowable? How does this not get you jail time? This is my question for the second half of 2021.
It's you.
She just smacked her.
Oh my God!
Like, she just smacked her on camera.
Oh my God!
Watch though.
Do you see this? Oh my God!
This is hilarious.
I never thought nothing like this would happen to me. She just tried to run and hit me. And now she...
No, I didn't. Now, I normally am not a fan of people taping crimes.
Oh,
but if you didn't have this on tape, you would never believe that this happened.
Breakdown. She tried to hit me. Ask your workers. She tried to hit me. She tried to hit me. Now
unbelievable.
I want security for you. Oh my God.
Now, I saw snippets of this, so it gets worse. It's like 4 minutes long. I mean,
you should have thought about that.
Unbelievable.
She did. Oh my God. This don't even feel real.
Watch, it gets worse, though.
This do not feel real.
I enjoy the narration, too, because she's not emotional. She's not... Don't record me. Now it's don't record me. Look how everybody else going about their business, though.
Y'all had to get security. She charged me. If I wanted to duck, she would. Oh no! You just wanted security for me, right? I want security for you now. No, don't cry.
No, she needs to go get it. No tears, not a tear.
I want you to call security.
All right, watch this. Wait a minute. It gets worse.
You're scaring me.
Watch this.
Like you gonna go posting.
Watch the tantrum. Here we go. Oh, I'm hurt. I'm injured. I done cried myself into physical pain. Oh my God. I done fake stressed myself into a seizure. Look, it gets worse. Part 2. Get her phone away, because that's evidence. This is triggering for me.
Yeah.
And y'all haven't called the police yet?
Crazy lady.
Why? Because it's a nice store?
She attacked me and try to say I attacked her. You cut. Yeah, look. Get away from me! Oh, y'all better get this lady.
I like how she's enjoying it too.
You gonna get security.
This is what we gotta deal with, y'all.
Yes, can y'all get her away?
She's jogging backwards effortlessly and laughing. I like these videos. Don't get mad. Keep that shit going. Make her look crazy.
Get her away from me! No, I gotta just check myself.
All right. Yeah, check myself. Real shit. All right, let me bring in for immediate fact checking, Mr. Clarkson. Listen. Here's why that's so triggering for me. I'll let you get yourself together. We'll go back to
Okay, I'm sorry. My bad.
No. Kid, I need to go do this real quick.
Okay, I'm back.
I need a good screen shot to.
Oh God, I'm back.
Where's she on the ground? I need the one where she's on the ground.
Yeah, go to the one where she's on the ground when she strained her tear duct.
Yeah, and her neck. It was like her neck was hurt. Oh, where'd it go?
Yeah, because the neck is connected.
Oh, here it goes.
Tear duct.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's a perfect when her sprawled out.
Yeah, there it is. Here's why this is so triggering for me.
Sure.
I think I told y'all this story, but I need y'all to remember because a lot of shit sounds fantastic when I tell it, but I don't be making nothing up.
Right.
There was a girl at summer camp where I had last summer. This is the move she would do.
Right.
She would literally do this. One time I'm sitting next, I had it on tape. I had to get it out my phone because I was like, somebody gonna, you know what I'm saying, say, why are you taping this little white girl? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm sitting next to her and I had to jump, off the sideways joint. And she was like, they're hitting me. She was going through a whole
scenario. She was writing it.
Right while I'm next to her. No one's bothering her. Nothing had happened. She was trying to get everybody in trouble. And then she did it again when her parents came to pick her up. And I'm sitting behind the counter. I was like, oh my God. Are you kidding? Like, practice 5 years old. 5 years old. Somebody lets them do this and they get into adulthood. And this is a normal reaction because their entire life, it has worked for them. Somebody has went to jail because of it, behind it. They've got a promotion behind it. Right. And throughout history, people have died.
There's a culture that has been trained on how to weaponize their whiteness. And it has existed for forever and a day. And that's why I firmly believe that if you do something like that, you should be charged with Carolyn Bryant.
Yeah.
They should just immediately charge you with being a Carolyn Bryant. Yeah, we found you on charges underneath the Carolyn Bryant law, which means that you have made a fake, you basically have made a fake police report against a black person. And because of that, the only thing we need to do is take you to jail.
But this video evidence, I should be able to get you on harassment.
Absolutely.
The store should be able to get you on disturbing the peace.
Absolutely.
I mean, geez, awful. That was terrible. There's no court. There's no court. I don't care if it's a white judge, black lady judge, whoever. There's no court you can go in and they're like, oh, you're on show the tape. And they look at the tape and be like, you're an all right person. No, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
You're a piece of shit.
That's as bad as that woman who basically, remembers on the phone and she created a whole story. He's hitting me. Right. And it's like, yo, what are you doing? But see, that's the thing is, she's doing that because she knows the game and she knows that it's going to lead to something bad happening to that black person. Then, of course, my other favorite part about this is when she starts chasing her around the store. If there was a way for us to put the Scooby-Doo chase music underneath that, absolutely, because that black woman is jogging backwards her like a basketball drill, and she can't get anywhere near her. So now I need follow-up. I need to know what happens to her.
Yeah, yes.
Because something bad has to happen to her.
Has to. Or Ellen needs to have the lady taping on. She need to have both of them on or something. Like, we can't, this one was so dramatic. We can't just not hear about what happens. Like, I need to know follow-up. Where is that? Victoria's Secret? Is she banned for life? Like, I need to know. I definitely need to know.
I need her banned for life. I need to know what her LinkedIn is.
Oh, like, all of that. Yeah.
Like, if I think moving forward, that has to be the next steps. If you're charged with being a Carolyn Bryant, you need to immediately lose your place of employment because ethically, I can't hire you.
Yeah, I mean most
you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. That I mean, so that begs the question: like, do code of conduct shit from your job do that stretch to when you're not at work? Most people don't.
I think you should connect anything else. I mean, there are some jobs if you get charged with a DUI,
true,
you can't work there anymore.
True.
Like, for my profession, if I get charged with a DUI, I can't be around kids no more. That's it.
Yeah.
You've shown that you can't make strong ethical decisions. You got to go.
Yeah. At the very least, there should be a Karen registry.
Because you could honestly somewhat put that underneath. I forget what that term is that we just found out last week. Not necessarily a sex offender, but some type of offender.
Yeah, neighborhood predator or something.
You're a neighborhood predator.
Yeah. So
I'm here for it.
Yeah, so if there was a registry, right, you don't have to lose your job. You can keep everything you got for you. However, your name is on this list and it's searchable.
Yeah.
So in the future, you come to, rent this apartment or, you new job or whatever. Your qualifications are great. You would fit well into our culture of our job here. Let's go ahead and see if okay. In 2016,
you got charged with a Bryant.
Yeah, you caught a Bryant here in 16.
Bryant's on your record.
Oh,
Can you explain this?
Random harassment for no reason. Well,
our department is 60% black.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're the right diversity hire.
Yeah.
Here, I honestly think it should come with a raise at rent because of insurance reasons.
Insurance, yeah. You got a
premium. You're talking about someone who brings a hostility to peaceful environments. There is a legal, and hold on, let me be careful here because I'm not the lawyer on the show, but I'm walking through constitutional law and what I do know, and I'm saying that there's some issues of how this is a disturbance of peace. Like this is an infringement on someone's inalienable rights. So I think that the only way that's punishable is I don't think you should have it. I think this has to be connected to your job.
Yeah.
It has to be connected to where you live.
Right.
I don't think you can live in our predominantly black community because
they have the sex offender registry, right? You get the blue dot permanent over your house on maps and all that shit. They should have a white dot, a little white circle.
Oh, I make it even better. I think the dot should be red, black, and green.
Oh, the red, black, and green dot. Yes.
You can charge with it.
Oh, you got I see the RBG on your driver's license.
You want to talk about this?
Yeah, can we speak about this? Well, it's a long time ago. I've paid my debt.
I have black grandchildren.
Yeah.
Oh. It's okay. It's not.
Jeez. Yeah.
I think it'd be great. Let's run
it up the Ike Speaks flagpole and then see if that's something that has legs. You know what I'm saying?
I think it will definitely have legs. Maybe never mind. Let me be quiet. I was going to go one step too far.
Save it for Friday.
I'll save it for Friday. All right.
Yeah. There it is. Our executive producer, immediate fact checking, Mr. Clarkson down the hall in Studio G. All right, there it is, y'all. All right, we did it. We tried it. Let me get that off the screen. My name Wednesdays until further notice, 8:00 p.m. East Coast time. Getting closer to Let's Go Live After Dark. It's kind of the hybrid in between. We're just trying to get a feel for it. New time, same place. Fridays will be the regular time, I believe. Was it the last story? I'll save this one. I don't know if there was a rapper killed in Chicago, but his name and how he got murked is a whole story. So we'll get to that a little later. We'll leave on a high note. Did you hear? American Airlines has a couple months ago announced that they got a shortage for pilots. So they got a $10,000 hiring bonus. and $247 an hour. I don't know if that's a fake story I've been looking for, but I tell you what, $247 an hour. This is me pulling up to the airport right here. You hear me? In my own shit. You know what I'm saying? That's just me, man. If they need to have a program where it's like, hey man, $247 an hour and $250 if you got your own plane. You know what I'm saying? This is my shit right here. Just got it out the shop. Uber in the sky. What if they had Uber in the sky where you catch a flight in somebody's private plane? Do they have that? What would it be called? Fluber? All right, there it is. That's the show. Don't forget about the live money wheel, Cash App. I'm going to end it right there. For the new people. They're like, what? Let's Go Live Show on Cash App. $5 slots. Put the money. Put a note how many slots you want. Get on the live money wheel. Say slots or pots because you want to put the money in the pot. Or if you want a slot, win 50-50 raffle. Must be present to win. Friday, we'll see. We got to be above $75 to spend. We are not there currently. So it's wide open. Other than that, man, hey, y'all been great. Be safe. See y'all Wednesday at 8. Wednesday at 8. We'll see y'all Wednesday.
I don't care if it is a closet. You still looking mad official.